The fall season is one of the best times to start selling trendy products, especially for the season change. So in this video today, I'm going to be sharing with you my process of doing trend research and creating a design to list on a product on an Etsy print-on-demand shop. If you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Mag. I post videos talking about e-commerce, passive income, different ways to make money online, and all things Etsy. So if that interests you, I'd love for you to join our community here on YouTube. Now, in my experience, fall is one of the greatest times to sell. It is a season change. People are excited about it, and there's so many different products that appeal once the weather begins to change. Now, depending on your location, this may not be the case, but think of the location who you are selling to. So for example, in the US, the fall time is a season change. We are going through into more colder months, so people are tending to buy things that are appealing towards that time of year. So just something to keep in mind here before we jump right into our trend research. Number one thing when we are selling online in general is always going to be research so that we know exactly who we're selling to and what product to create in order to really get to our target audience. What I like to do is use Etsy itself and different Chrome extensions to really see what I want to create for a design, and that not only is going to give me that creative inspiration to what's already working, but it's also going to show me the keywords that are appealing to the person that's going to click and find this item, because SEO is everything. So as you can see here, I'm just on my Etsy dashboard and I'm going to type in the phrase Halloween sweatshirt. So now this is just a curated thing for my specific computer here. So my Etsy search is going to look different than yours because of different cookies and things of it seeing what I'm searching for. So because I'm an online seller, it is showing me tons of different mockups, which it may be the same for you, but in that case, we want to narrow this search down. So what I'm going to do is go to all filters. I'm going to select star seller and hit apply. Now this is a little hack here. I'm then going to go up to my search bar, and where it says star, I am going to change that to best. That just filtered my search to best sellers here. And now we are seeing a page of best-selling Halloween sweatshirts for that exact search term. Now, what I'm gonna do here is just take note of different colors, different aesthetics, and things in these designs that are working and that are selling. So as I can see here, this is a coffee sweatshirt. We have some knives, a lot of like orange colors, skeletons. So I'm just kind of taking note of different things that I see here. So now you could just do this search process in this way. I'm personally taking it a step further and using a Chrome extension to really see what is selling here. So as you can see, this little bee that pops up on my dashboard, this is the Everbee Chrome extension for Etsy that is going to show us so many valuable things when it comes to trend research. So what I'm going to do is when I click this little bee, because I have it installed, this is going to show me tons of different things about this listing. So as you can see, it's only 1 month old and they've already made $1,500 in revenue with this listing. They have 34 sales and it is obviously doing very well. So if I make this large here, I can see all the keywords that they are using and the keyword research score. We want to find keywords that are a high search volume with a lower competition. So like as you can see, Halloween shirt has a lot more competition than spooky season does, or than ghost sweatshirt does. So these are just things to keep in mind here. So like for this, because of the ghost sweatshirt term, that solidifies to me that ghost sweatshirt is a searched for term with lower competition in comparison to all of these other keywords. So I'm taking note of that in my design and with my SEO. So Everbee will be linked below for you, of course, in the description below if you do want to try it out. Definitely a game changer for me personally and a bunch of different people I know that have tried it. So again, it is below for you. Now that we have the idea of we want to create a ghost Halloween sweatshirt, I'm going to show you a hack to create a design for this sweatshirt, even if you are a complete beginner and you do not know how to design. I'm going to head over to the website Creative Fabrica, and this is where I'm going to source my graphics and fonts for the design that I want to create, with knowing that I have the license to use them when reselling on a print-on-demand store. So up at the search bar here, I'm going to type in ghost sublimation. description and hit search. And this is gonna bring up a bunch of different cute ghosts that I can download and use for my print on demand store. I am just gonna go over with the special license and click that to filter them. So now here it's showing me a bunch of different cute downloads that I can use when I'm creating a design. So I can make my own version of that sweatshirt that we just saw in seconds by using a pre-made graphic. So let's just say I wanna pick these cute little retro ghosts here. So I am a Creative Fabrica member, so I do get the unlimited downloads a month. If you wanna get your first 15 free downloads, I do have a link for you below. So as you can see, I just download that directly to my computer, and once I open that zip file, that just gave me 20 different PNGs of ghosts I can use and put on different print on demand sweatshirts or mugs or whatever it may be. Now, if I wanna go a step further, I can type in Halloween font in the same way of different Halloween or spooky fonts to use in my designs. So now that we know an idea of what we're gonna create, we have our keywords in place for the overall aesthetic, we have our graphics and fonts for our design, we can either go one step further and head over to Canva and import those graphics and fonts to create a new design, or because we downloaded that design of ghosts with the rights already, we can just place that directly on a print on demand product and list it on our store as it is. But because we know designs like that are selling well, we already have an overall idea, so we can move on to the next step. What I'm gonna do is head over to Printify and pick my sweatshirt that I'm gonna list on my Etsy store. Now, if you are completely new to print on demand, if you've never heard of it before and you don't know how it works, I will leave a few videos that I've done in the past to help you with it. Definitely check those out. It's more of a step-by-step for print on demand process in general. So on Printify, if I just head up to my search bar here and type in sweatshirt, I can find the Gildan sweatshirt here, and then select a print provider to print it for me. Now, I did just do a video going over different providers that I like and things on Printify, so I'll leave that link for you in the description as well. So I'm gonna select SwiftPod here and hit start designing. And now, again, because we just grabbed those little ghost graphics, I can pick which one I wanna use and simply drag and drop it directly onto my sweatshirt here. I'm just gonna put this on one little corner here, and it looks so cute. And then I can select my different sweatshirt options, and I was noticing a lot in the pictures that they had this sand color available and black and white. So those are the options that I'm gonna pick for this listing. And then I'm just gonna hit preview, and boom, it's gonna show us what our cute little ghosty sweatshirt is gonna look like on all the different colors. So as you can see, we just created a design that one like it is proving to sell. And again, noting that we absolutely do have the rights for that. Super important so we're not stealing art. This artist knows that we're using the item for this. And before I move on, I would love to know if this style of video is helpful to you. So please let me know by leaving a like or comment if this is helpful to you and if you'd like to see more videos like this one. Moving on here, once we scroll down, this is how we would list our product. And the most important part here that I was mentioning is those keywords. So we were doing our keyword research earlier. So I'm gonna go back over to that listing and just pull up those keywords again. So this is slightly different. So some of the keywords aren't gonna work for us, but we do know that the ghost sweatshirt is a great keyword. So I'm just gonna select that right here, head back over to my listing, and I'm gonna make that my very first keyword, and then followed by a comma. And then what I'm gonna do is just go into this process of taking these keywords and putting them into my listing, because that's how it's going to get found. So this could be in Halloween hoodie, I'm gonna follow it with Halloween sweatshirt. And I'm just doing that process, as you can see here, of checking the different words. Fall sweatshirt has significantly less competition than Halloween sweatshirt. So instead of putting Halloween sweatshirt, I'm gonna put fall sweatshirt, because again, we're trying to get found with those keywords that we have more search volume and less competition versus the other way around. We want less competition with a higher search volume. So that's just how I'm curating my title here. So it's a pretty simple process, as you can see. So the next steps after creating my title would be to fill out my description and my shipping along with my pricing. So now you may be thinking that you'd have to purchase one of these sweatshirts to take your own photos of it, but that's not the case when it comes to print on demand. We have tons of different ways to get mock-ups for our very first listing photos. So as you can see, all of these have and are using mock-up photos. I went ahead and purchased this mock-up bundle so that I can use these items over and over again. Again, one purchase and I can use these same mock-ups over and over again for different designs. So in my experience, this is completely worth it. It's totally up to you. This is just what I'm choosing to do right now in this moment. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to upload that directly into Canva, where I can just add my design right over top of it to use as my listing photo. So then on my Etsy shop, once I select my listing here, I can go down to the photos and just simply upload that photo as my very first photo for my Etsy listing. And then this is what customers will see when they're scrolling. So you can repeat this process over and over on your shop and just create a bunch of different fall things, or for this process in general, works for any different niche. But I do want to share with you that fall sweatshirts sell really well, so I highly recommend going on there, doing some research for yourself, and creating in this process that we just did. Again, all of the websites and things will be linked below for you that I did use in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you in my next video.